everyone, welcome to Women's Lounge with Shiza and Naima.
Assalamualaikum to all.
Today we are joined by Naima. She is a Muslim mompreneur and she has been successfully running her business for over 30 years. So आज इनसे हम पूछेंगे कि what are the important steps to be an entrepreneur? How can women become entrepreneurs? So welcome Rina, how are you?
Assalamualaikum, good to be here. A couple of things I feel women should be entrepreneurs. When I talk to audiences in Africa, Asia, South America, for some reason, people believe that in the West, life is better for women. In the West, things are easier for women. Currently in the US, 2024, women earn 80 cents on a man's dollar. If you put a woman and a man in the exact same job, okay? If the man is earning $100,000 a year, the woman will be earning $80,000 a year. Second current statistic in the US in corporations is, for example, if you want a woman to work harder, what you do is you give her a promotion. And you say, look, I am now, Naima, going to promote you to director of marketing. But here's the thing. We don't have any money, so we can't give you any more money. And they will change the title for women, but they will not give them the pay. The level of job dissatisfaction for women in the West is just as difficult. It's a global situation. It's not that one country is worse than the other. And I feel like when I'm talking, especially in Pakistan, there's something like, oh, we have it harder. It's harder for us. No, it's bad everywhere. So as a woman, you are going to work harder. As a woman, you are going to have to put in more time. As a woman, you're going to be shamed for working, right? Because if you're not taking care of your husband and your kids, that's not good, right? But then if you're not progressing in your career and you don't have the satisfaction you want, you have to sacrifice both sides. And that is global for everybody. So there are three things I want to share with you. And the first one is, what is your primal worldview? The primal worldview that you have is going to shape everything. When it comes to entrepreneurship, when it comes to doing anything, this is what is going to set whether you make it or don't make it.
One thing I just want to share, in Pakistan in last 2 years, there was a survey and the survey says that Pakistani women who are home, they are more they are successfully, they are doing their entrepreneurship, digital entrepreneurship through Insta. For example, baking, embroidery, jewelry, makeup artist. So they feel more comfortable using these platforms. While they're sitting at home and they can earn money. Because, Pakistan may again was a problem. You are not allowed to go. 9 to 5 job is very difficult, challenging. So accordingly to that survey, 60% of the women, they are earning very well through these, for example, Instagram only. Entrepreneurship is much easier, but something, the Pakistani women can do it.
It's flexible actually, no?
It's flexible.
Long terms.
And Naima, it's fulfilling. See, that's the whole thing. It's fulfilling because when you're representing yourself, like I left my engineering job to be an entrepreneur. Because I thought, God gave them a mother with a master's of science in electrical engineering. And now I'm turning my kids over to someone making $10 an hour for 40 hours a week and saying, hey, teach these people values. That's not right. So it's more fulfilling when you can do that. Now, the U.S. also learned that in 2020 with the shift in the work market. There was a great resignation in the U.S. and people were just quitting their jobs because when you see that your life is about to end or you feel that way, you just leave the job. So yes, digital entrepreneurship is much more fulfilling. Now, in order to be successful though, Naima, to get that success level, it's your primal worldview. And what your primal worldview is, there's two options. This world is a great place and I am going to be secure and happy. The world is going to take care of me. Or this world is evil and bad. bad things happen to people, and you see people with both these worldviews. Okay, mostly that the world is evil, it's bad things happen. I've just been traveling. I'm actually back from Rome. It's been 12 hours I've been home. And I cannot tell you how many people told me there's pickpockets, watch out for this, watch out for that, do this, do that. And that's a primal worldview. My thing was, God put me on this earth at this time for this place so I could enjoy it. I can cherish in it. And I have this entrepreneur business where I can leave whenever the heck I want without asking anybody that I am leaving right now or telling them, ijazat de do, ye kar do, wo kar do. No, I left because I wanted to go to Rome. Nafisa was there, Naima. General Nafisa was there.
Yeah.
So we could do
I'm
that.
jealous from watching your pictures in France and everything.
I am watching your 4 pictures too. So the primal review is the first thing that's going to shape you. So when you start an entrepreneurship journey, like Naima is saying, you're going to be a digital entrepreneurship. Do you believe you're going to succeed? Do you believe there's a need for your product? Do you believe that you have what it takes to make it? Are you willing to stand up to your family and to society and to all your friends that tell you you're crazy, that get an education, get a secure job? I know this girl that tried to sell cupcakes on Insta once and usko ye ho gaya, wo ho gaya, like, do you have that mental capacity? And your primal worldview is going to determine that. Can you stand up? Because the minute you begin to rise, it's not that you are selling something on Insta and being successful. It is not that you are becoming an influencer. The problem is that you are reminding them that they are not using their potential. And that upsets people. That upsets people that they could have gone out and become an entrepreneur, right? They could have gone and done something big, but they didn't. And now you're doing that, so they get upset. All right? So that's the first thing, the primal worldview. Any questions on that? Otherwise, I'll go on to my next point.
Yeah, I think if I sum it up, one thing which I understand you are trying to say, first, the woman should be strong within herself to be there. This will be a big challenge, to balance and to handle and, at the same time to earn money. But I think doing a business, whether it's an online or offline, itself, it's a big challenge.
I said it's a risk that you're going to take.
Mm-hmm.
So every time it's online, it's not online, so it's going to be challenging, and there will be tons of people telling you cannot do it.
Yeah.
So that remains the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I also think...
But you know what? In this economic conditions, not in Pakistan, all around the world, I think, if every, member of the family, they have to work, and especially the wife and the husband, both, they should be earning. Otherwise, you cannot achieve any decent, I am saying decent, not very high lifestyle.
Exactly.
And not in Pakistan only, in the
Global.
inflation rate, I mean, even everywhere.
Yeah,
So
global.
I think the woman, she is the one who will take the double burden of her kids, her house, and triple burden maybe. And the job, insecurities and all these challenges when she's going out, or maybe she's trying to earn online. So I think she should have that strong nerve.
Yeah, and also to understand that working for someone else for 30 years, hoping for a retirement, when at the end they can pull that retirement at any time, that's also a risk. That you go into these jobs and you give away your entire life. You give away your entire life, you give away your freedom. So it's a risk both ways. But if your heart is saying something, then have the courage to follow it. And if you're going to fail big, fail with, gusto, fail with, the way, make people talk. There was that girl, she tried this and she failed big. Like, make an impact, make people think. Who cares if you failed? I mean, how many successful people fail? You will learn something, right? And that's the whole point. You win some, you learn some. And best thing is if you learn something, the next time you do anything, you're going to be a better person for that.